Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with Diva D. How are you doing? And I'm Mother Wendy. This is gonna be my episode recap of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 14, episode 7. Um, yeah, let's get right into it. It's no need to fiddle around with it. Um, this cast, I don't want to say they ruined the show, but I'm sorely disappointed in a whole lot of them, and I'm gonna say I'm disappointed in the majority of the cast, and you'll be surprised who I was disappointed with in this episode, seeing as how this is my favorite person on the show. Well, like I said, let's get right into it. So at the beginning of the episode, we have Fuda and the Fudas, and because I call Rachel Fuda and John Fuda, I call both of them Fuda. I don't call them by their first name. It's very rare. And this episode really is gonna be heavily concentrated on the housewarming of the Gorgas. And baby, when I tell you that house was laid to the max, I love that lemon look because it reminds me, if you are a watcher of Married to Medicine, it reminds me of when Jackie had those lemon squeezes, and the lemon squeezes were something that came about through her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha. But I just love that whole lemony yellow look. It looks so refreshing. I mean, it's almost like you could smell the lemons through the TV. Oh, by the way, I just saw a tweet on Mad Beefs that Louis owes. Is that Mad Beefs that I saw that? I don't want to say the wrong thing. It was either TVDs or Mad Beefs, but either way, one of those Twitter X people that I follow, and they were saying that Louis actually owes millions of dollars, and he is millions of dollars in debt. I had already said in a previous Piping Hot Tea that they were showing that he was owing $1 million in regards to a home that he purchased for Teresa. And then I was like, he's not that much different than Joe Judice. It's just like they see a mark in Teresa, and they know it's because she's not too bright. And Teresa's always with the dumb stuff, right? I just said she was the brightest light bulb in the chandelier. She's gonna say, he's messing with the wrong Teresa Judice. Okay, well, how many is it? And notice how she keeps calling herself Judice. Now, on last week's episode, I thought they had picked up the gift, but apparently we will see later on in the episode that they really did leave it. So Louis and Teresa realized that they left the gift, and they somehow get it back. Baby, when I tell you that dang bottle got on my nerves. Louis reminds me of Simon Guobadia. Now, Teresa and Portia have been scammed by scam artists trying to marry rich. Because remember, like I said in the previous episode, Teresa says, oh, Louis has more money than I do. Him owing those millions is not showing in that $40 million that Portia took that lady hookah and her Hennessy. It does not seem like that it is working out for her too well on that end. I really think, and I was joking, but I really think this man is finna take, oh, excuse me, that's Mississippi. See, I told you it was gonna come out. Finna. Proper when you say fix it, still wrong. I think he's about to take her for a ride of her life. And I do mean on the scam end of things. And that's my opinion. everything is alleged in my opinion anyway. So we get to Dolores and her daughter and her mom. And Dolores is so proud of her daughter, who is a veterinarian, and she says she's just an awesome veterinarian, and she stays with her clients when they have to put the dogs and the cats or whatever down. And that takes a special type of individual to understand how important pets can be to you. That being said, I am really beginning to understand why Dolores and Teresa are friends. She is going along to get along. She does not speak up for herself. When Dolores first came on this show, I was like, oh, wait, this girl is tough. But as time wore on, she was beginning to remind me of this character by the name of Letitia on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Just a pushover and allows these men to gaslight her. But not in the way that Teresa does it, though. She doesn't seem as naive as Teresa is, but yeah, naive all at the same time. Everything that Polly comes up with is like she's going along with it. This whole opening a business thing. What is that about? Because he wants to open a business with his wife as well, or they already have a business. And that's probably about why, he hasn't divorced her yet. If he really wants to divorce her, it is something tying him to that ex-wife. But, for some reason, Dolores wants to get married again. And I could see myself in her and in a way where I want to get married, but I've never been married before. you know what, marriage entails. So she's grown, child. That's all I got to say about that. And her mama and her daughter looking at her upside her head like, you's a fool. So we get to Rachel and Fuda's daughter. And I'm not sure if that child is special needs or not, because I had a tongue-tie issue with my baby. She wouldn't latch on. In a way, I think that does cause some delays because my child was in developmental delay class starting out, and they deemed her as developmental delay. But baby, once her mama started working with her, she's damn near a genius status now. So, hey, you work out with your children. It could work out for the good. So, good luck with that, sis. Moving right along. So, here we go with hypocritical Jen. When I saw her talking about the elitist attitude that Danielle of all people had. Now, Danielle was in a way being elitist, but I can see her point. You only had so many chairs for VIP. It wasn't like she was looking down on Lena. And just because somebody does your hair for free, that doesn't mean they automatically get a VIP ticket. Anyway, Jennifer was being the hypocrite that she is and saying things like, oh, she's a later. She was looking down on Lena. Really? Girl, did you forget how y'all used to do Jackie? Because, speaking of that, Jackie has forgotten. So Rachel is the first to arrive, and Fuda are the first to arrive, and they see that big old... they see that big ass picture of Joe pretending like he's that painting or that is that Michelangelo? I think it's the Michelangelo sculpture with the penis. And every time he would like add little inches onto it, it was hilarious. That's Joe is a fool. I'm just saying. Going back to Watch What Happened Live, you have Teresa, who's acting as if her brother didn't accept the gift out of malice. But I think she gave it to him out of malice. I think she really gave it to him in a way to show that she could still get to him in a way and get to him emotionally. it's so weird to me watching these two. Ooh. Well, I mean, Louis is about to break her heart. She is about to go through some things with him, in my opinion. So, maybe Joe do what Joe always does and pick up the pieces. But I think the bottle has some significance to do with his dad, and she knew that would evoke emotions. So, you know, it's beginning to drive a wedge, and you could see the cracks coming in because word on the street is that Jennifer Aiden is not as cool with Teresa as she once was. And because maybe she got tired of kissing her butt with those monkey asshole lips. But that's neither here nor there. The cracks coming in as well because Danielle is real cool with Teresa. I mean, real cool with Melissa and Teresa. And Teresa acts like she's not in high school, but we all know that she is, and she's easily bothered. So what's happening is Dolores and her emotions, because she's been knowing the Gorgas since they were young, and she presents him with a bottle. Joe gets emotional, and everything that Teresa predicted happens. She knows her brother. They have not gotten along in some time, but she knows him. And they were like, at least read the card. And then this is the part that hurt me because he didn't read the card. I really think he should have read the card, but I think he didn't read it because he knows that probably would have opened the door. Because he's like, I have loved this woman. I have loved her children. I love our parents. Our parents are unhappy in heaven seeing us doing this to each other. And baby, when he said that, oh my goodness. So both of my parents are gone. And my sister and I are just like Joe and Teresa, just two of us, right? And I could never see myself going any amount of time without talking to my sister. Now we get into it. She keeps me pissed off and on my toes, and vice versa. But at the same time, we made a promise to our parents and to each other that we would never get to the point, no matter how angry we were at each other, that we would separate or break our bond, because each of us have two children of our own, and we need each other, and we're all that we have. So it's quite sad seeing them. It's always been sad to me when their parents were alive, but it's especially emotional for me because, we're in the same, I feel personally connected to them. And Fessler gets in her confessional and says, well, I don't think the gesture was a nasty one. Then that's because, one, you want to kiss Trey's booty. And two, you don't know, you probably watched the show, but you probably don't know their relationship intimately like Dolores does. And Dolores puts on her cape like she normally does on behalf of Teresa and gets irritated because John says that old girl was the poster child for mortgage fraud, Teresa. So Rachel tells Dolores, okay, so you telling us we're wrong, but did you correct her when she said that how dare we speak about Jaden's mom like that, and I'm Jaden's mom, and you know what I have gone through to become Jaden's mom? Did you say anything to her? No, Teresa didn't tell you what she said. Typical of Teresa. So on the mom thing, Dolores admits that she was wrong and she couldn't defend it. Duh. Now Jackie has arrived, and she is wearing her cape for Teresa. How dare you act as if Teresa wasn't once your friend? Teresa has changed. There's a lot of things that you don't know about Teresa. Teresa has been there for me. Say what now? When? The 2 weeks ago when y'all was at each other's house? Talking about that? What are you referring to about Teresa being there for you all of a sudden? All of a sudden, you're acting like Margaret wasn't there for you. Or Melissa. Or that, Melissa didn't, or that Margaret didn't encourage you to write the book. Margaret definitely has been by your side throughout everything. And I mean everything. And if you know, you know. And then she has enough nerve to confront Melissa and tell her that, what I told you was between us. And then she said, I did not say anything. I was just reminding you that when that rumor was out, Teresa hurt you so bad that it caused you to have a relapse. And she was like, well, like I said, that was between me and you. But, we're still talking. And we all know that did have, excuse me, we all know that did contribute to your relapse because you were so stressed out and you stopped eating when you were stressed out. And Melissa, like, in her head, she's like, did she realize? In confessional, she's like, did she realize she wrote that in her book? Is she okay? I know that's right. But then, in a way, I could tell she's regretting inviting this heifer. Jackie said she just wants to be around good people. Well, that ain't Teresa or Louie. See, that's why Jackie busted her ass. Because she is in the middle of a it storm of book crap at this point. Because now Margaret knows what she said about her. And Margaret is about to lay into that. Yes. But before that, Danielle confronts Jennifer A. You said that I said that we said. Cut it. Simple as that. She talks about her doing the step and repeat and all the step and repeats that she had. Regardless, the event was hers. She said, I made $25,000 at the event. The event was hers. Hers to decide who was going to be in VIP, you idiot. And when Jackie and Marge have their, back and forth, Jackie storms off. And that's just the final straw for Marge. She gets ready. And so back to Jen and Danielle. And she was like, why would I want her in my VIP section when she wanted to bring Laura, Marge's best friend, the one who almost ruined all of us last year? Wait a minute now. Did I finally get to see a picture of Laura? Laura was like what was that lady name on Real Housewives of Potomac? And Beignet, the one they kept bringing up. I'll think of it in a minute. The one they kept bringing up when Wendy and Aneka got into it. She's like her, the person who's never seen on the show. But when they finally show her, you see that they very messy. Libby, that's the name. Child, I got so tired of hearing Libby. I don't know how I forgot that. So, because Jen Ain't is an idiot, she couldn't get her point across to her. She just like, I tell you what, let's end this. From now on, if I have something to say about you or some of your friends or whatever, you bring it to me and I'll bring it to you. That way we won't have anything to hash out or have a problem with each other for. Is that okay? And of course, Jen Ain't gets her way in this situation because she knows she's always with the shit. So, of course, messy Jen. So, everybody is looking at how desperate Jackie is, because they go back over the montage of the many times. Well, I wasn't invited. I wasn't invited to this. Did y'all invite me? Because she had somewhat of a list. And so she decides that her new allies were going to be Danielle and Dolores, so she could talk about Marge. And then Dolores stops her right in her tracks. She's like, you've been talking about me too. Snap. Now where can she go with that slight hump in her back? And so Margaret was ready to let it all hang out, sweetheart, because she gave her it was a tag team effort. Joe, got between them. He sent the message. And Melissa, while Margaret was sending the message, he was talking to Margaret. Then he tells Dolores to hold up, and she acting like she's reading something else. The message gets sent, and there it is. Jackie talking mad about Dolores. She even called her a slob, baby. It went on from there. And that's when I saw the Dolores that I remember. Now, this is all because of one more thing that Jackie wasn't tagged in. She wasn't tagged in the picture. She hates someone and they're a slob. Get it, Joe. That's how you do it, Joe. You and Joe Gorgo right there with your wives. I love it. So, after Dolores put on her glasses and read the text, she said, so I'm a slob. I never said that. Look right here. Look right here. And she looked on that phone, and Jackie's face was cracked and on the ground. If you know, you know. Shout out to School Days of Spike Lee. So, in confession, they both give their definition of what a slob is. And all of a sudden, Jackie comes up with her lawyering skills. And a slob is not a bad person. It's a so-and-so person. No, a slob is a very lowly person. That's what everybody perceives a slob is until you become a lawyer and try to pull in the bullshit. But Dolores wasn't here for it. And guys, I'm telling you, from here, it's going to go downhill, because even Danielle and Jennifer Aiden are going to have some kind of altercation. But that's neither here nor there. That was the end of that episode. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you all so much for liking and loving my New Jersey recaps. I did not expect the reception that I am getting on New Jersey. But hey, I give it to you real and raw like I do. Again, come on in, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you can be notified when I upload a video. And as I do when I close, I'm going to check them up. Deuces.